On today's random spot, we're going to be having a look at the 7 Deadly Sins Gumballs. You or friends of yours suffer from any of these 7 deadly sins? If you do, this might be in luck. And get these guys here. 7 Deadly Sins Gumballs, 2 gumballs, and a redeeming Bible verse in every box. Are you excited? I'm excited. Obviously, the 7 deadly sins. If I turn it sideways. Got gluttony, sloth, lust, envy, pride, greed, and anger. Now I think anger, correct me if I'm wrong, I think anger also goes by the name wrath. If anybody remembers the movie 7. Gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, and envy. 7 deadly sins. But you get 2 gumballs and a redeeming Bible verse in every box. It would be ironic, not quite really ironic, but it would be interesting if each deadly sin had its own flavor of gumball. It might, I don't know. What do we got here? On the back, inside each box you'll find 2 sinfully tasty gumballs and the path to redemption. What are you preaching on here, Spot? I'm not preaching anything, don't worry. 2 gumballs and a Bible verse in every box. Better to live in a desert than with an ill-tempered wife. Oh no! It says that right there. That's funny, I like that. It says, pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. I'm already excited. Alright, so what we're going to do, this might very well be a long review because I'm actually going to try a gumball from each one. Who's with me? Who's on this journey with me? I'm going to take these gumballs out. Apparently not very hard to take out at all. And by the way, Hank's here. I think the only sin that Hank has ever been guilty of is the sin of envy. He was always envious of Old Red. Some would almost say that Old Red disappearing and then Hank coming into the picture, a little suspicious. I'm not really going to say too much about it because, well, I'm holding a knife, but I don't know, something seems fishy about it. We'll just leave it at that. I'm going to take this wrapper off, and inside we've obviously got all our gumballs right there. Let's go through each one of them. Gluttony. We've got ourselves, looks like a bit of a hefty woman. And I don't know, is she caring for these little devil people? Got one devil guy cooking. One guy, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's reading off the cookbook. And then this guy is telling everybody a story. Oh, there we go. Right now he's like, the hamburgers are done. Gluttony. Alright, let's open this up. I've been guilty of the sin of gluttony. I'm not getting upset, I'm just battling some allergies right now. I have to actually maybe take... Ironically, the gumballs are oddly shaped. Should I be concerned? Of all the other things I review on this channel, probably unlikely. Alright, we're going to open this up. Be gluttonous of anything, by the way, is, I guess, let's see, like an overabundance of something. If you're gluttonous, you, certainly this isn't a place for definitions, but you could be gluttonous in life with food you consume, or, you know, things that you abuse. You'd be gluttonous with spending money. Anyways, it says the caption for gluttony, be not among drunkards or among gluttonous eaters of meat, For the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty and slumber, and will clothe them with rags. That comes to us from Proverbs 23:20, 21. Very true. And see, if you abuse the stuff, it does sound like I'm preaching in this video. If you do abuse the things you have and abuse the things you do, you might eventually end up with nothing. I'm only summarizing. All right, so that's proverb for gluttony. Here's the gluttony gumball. Let's give it a try. Kind of like cinnamon. Cinnamon. I would imagine lust should probably be more like cinnamon, but I hope the other flavors are a little more easier to distinguish, because this really doesn't have much of a... I guess it is a cinnamon. I don't know. Let's have a look at lust. And what we got here, we've got this... Sorry, we're going to look at greed. We've got this woman with this very fancy dress on. She seems to be smoking. There seems to be, I guess, a gargoyle or a demon flying towards, what, her cigarette? He needs a smoke. There he is right there. He's like, lady, give me a smoke. I just need one. All right, let's get this opened up. Greed. Obviously, I don't have to tell everybody what greed tastes like. Or what greed is, I should say. Now, wait a minute. If I get this opened up, get these blasted greed. It's the same gumball. Different flavor? Probably not. I don't know. We're going to put those down for a second. Obviously, if you suffer the fate of greed, the sin of greed, obviously, you know, I don't have to tell you what greed is. And it says, a greedy man brings trouble to his family. It's a good point. It comes to us from Proverbs 15:27. All right, we're going to give this a try. Same color. I don't know. Let's give it a try. It's the exact same gumball. Well, that's disappointing. Well, one thing, I can shave off the eating of the gum from this review. Let's see what we got here. We got pride. We got this woman, clearly concerned with her looks. And there's a blue devil behind her, or blue demon. And he's like, wow, that's a nice dress. I really like that. Here's a closer look at the demon. That is a nice dress. I wonder if I could get the missus to wear that. Alright, let's get this opened up. I gotta say, so far, there we go. I gotta say, the most disappointing aspect so far is the fact that you get the exact same gumballs with each one. Kind of a cop-out. Kind of a cop-out. I think probably of all the deadly sins, maybe I suffer from pride the most. There's a lot of guys out there. You can admit it, that's fine. There's a lot of people out there that I think suffer from pride. And the caption is, pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. So the same one that was on the outside of the package comes to us from Proverbs 16:18. Put that down. Let's have a look at lust. We got some hot chick on the front, wearing some really scantily clad outfit. We got a bunch of demons all around her. There's one of them there. Let's open this one up. Ooh, what's it going to be for lust? Same gumballs, same gumballs. Put the gumballs to the side. Nobody's interested anymore in the gum spot. They want to know what's the caption inside. What is the caption inside for lust? Let's open this up. It says, walk by the Spirit and you will wish Walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. Avoid the sins of the flesh, my friends. I think we've all been there. Next we have Sloth. And I guess she's laying this way if the spirit is flying. But there's a girl, looks like she's sleeping. There's a little spirit on top. Is he sprinkling her with something? Maybe? I don't know. That's what he's doing right there. There he is. I don't know, this might not be a very interesting review. I was kind of expecting that the gum would really redeem it, but no, you're gonna get the exact same gum. Kind of a disappointment. Hardest part too is getting this blasted gum out. There we go. I've got a small collection of gumballs on the side of the screen here. And we're gonna open this up. Sloth. Does anyone out there suffer the sin of sloth? And the caption is, let's see here. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless man goes hungry. That comes to us from Proverbs 19:15. And maybe what we'll do is we'll leave envy for the last. I think a lot of us suffer from envy. A lot of us also suffer from anger. We've got a picture of a woman in a white dress. I don't know. She might be arguing with this guy. Maybe this is her husband. She's like, oh, honey, I told you. We're going out tonight. Dress up. Why are you wearing just rags? And he's like, leave me alone. God, it's like living in hell with you. Should be cussing on this review. Anger. Oh, by the way, there he is right there. He's already regretting. He's like, wow, why did I marry her? It was only for looks, but look where it's gotten me now. Gonna open up anger here. Who's already angry that they're watching this review? This review's gone on way too long. Anger says, a patient man has great understanding, but a quick-tempered man displays folly. Comes with from Proverbs 14:29. And finally, in this array of almost disappointing, well, the gumball was all right. It's a shame though that it was the exact same flavor. Envy. We've got this really well-dressed woman. I don't know what these, I guess these demons are envious that she's got such a nice outfit. I wouldn't be so envious, guys. I mean, I don't think this dress would fit you. It's a little too large. There they are on the side there. Are they dancing? They're holding hands. I don't know what they're doing. One of them looks like he has a mustache, though. Can't go wrong with a demon with a mustache. Same gum. Big surprise. Put the gum to the side. And we're going to open this one up. The last one in these 7 Deadly Sins Gumballs. I'm going to open this up and find out what it says inside. I feel like Johnny Carson. It says, love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant. And that comes from 1 Corinthians 13:4. It's probably one of the better ones, I think, of the lot. So overall, I don't know. I think the one thing that probably is the most disappointing aspect to these is the fact that they could have easily done individual flavors for each deadly sin. I think that would have made these a lot better than what they ended up being. I don't know, that's the one disappointing part. I guess it's neat that you get these little captions. What would you necessarily do with all of these? Who knows? I guess you could put them on your fridge if you want. But yeah, I think that definitely different flavored gumballs would have made these a lot better. You could have had cinnamon maybe for, well, I don't know, lust maybe. A nice hot cinnamon. Envy would have been maybe a nice grape. I don't know. They could have done something. But instead, sadly, we get the exact same gumball with each flavor, or with each sin. Well, guys, I think if there was an 8th deadly sin, it would probably be regret. I regret probably buying these, and I would say You guys probably can pass on these as well. 7 Deadly Sins Gumballs. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit like I've got the sin of anger that I bought these. But today's random spot, we were looking at the 7 Deadly Sins Gumballs. A total pass. Not worth your money. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.